Alright, I'm pissed off. So, earlier, I was playing basketball. We had just me, my sister, and two other kids. It was a very small 2v2 game. And 5 minutes in, alright, check the ball, get the ball back. Fake step, then I cut the other way. Okay, fake step to the right, cut to the left, cross over to the right. Then suddenly, my chest felt this sudden sharp pain. And I realized, oh, damn. 5 minutes into the bloody game, and I'm already tired, yo. And I don't know, man. I feel pissed at myself. I don't feel angry at other people. And the thing is, these other guys, these two other kids, haven't been playing basketball for long either. And that's the thing that really frustrates me, is the fact that I've been training so much longer. I've been putting so much more effort because, truth be told, right, those guys are playing for purely for enjoyment. Like, I've seen them before. They probably play like, say, three times, 4 times a week, and all they do is kind of dribble around when when they don't have enough people to play a competition that is not 1v1 anyways. They have a couple dribble around. Hey bro, how's your day been? Blah blah blah. Oh, you got a haircut. Nice. Blah blah blah. What'd you do at school? This game, that game. Just kids. And they dribble around and they shoot a few hoops. Then they go home. But here I am, right? I've trained 2 years. I've been playing properly for about two years now. And I'm here 5 minutes in. 5 bloody minutes in. Alright? Fake the step. Okay? Cut to the other side, crossed over. And then I'm like, somebody give me my breather. Somebody get me my bloody inhaler. I am angry, I'm angry at no one but myself, because I feel like my brain is pushing the boundaries. My brain is thinking to myself, I can do whatever I desire to, but I feel like my body is holding me back. And again, another point in the game, because one of the kids are really tall. Hey, shout out Aaron, man, if you're listening, you cunt. But yeah, he's a very tall kid, a little bit taller than me. And so if you want to block his shot, you have to stretch all the way to Burj Khalifa to do so. And so here I am, about 3 meters away from him, and he's already posturing up to shoot. Yeah, both hands behind the ball, by the way. All right, man's chest passing into the hoop, and I rush over, stomped my foot on the ground, all right, and I banged my knee up. A little step, dude, a little hard step. And I'm like, oh, wow, all right, that's my knee hurt. Like, what am I, a frail 100-year-old man? Come on. I'm a bloody fall guy at this point. You push me over a little bit, I'll, steep top tumble down all the way down a hill. So I'm pissed at that. Yeah, again, I'm not jealous because I am very happy. Like, honestly, the kid is amazing, man. Aaron, big up yourself. He's trying to make it to the basketball team. And because I do have the skills, I've been trying to teach him stuff like passing, dribbling, because to be honest with you, he can't even bloody lay up yet, but he's beating me at the game. I'm not jealous. Honestly, I am very happy for him. He's very physically strong. He is tall as well, so he has the perfect physical attributes. It's just I am angry at myself for not being able to keep up in a situation where I could. And I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but it's like, say you go to the gym, all right, and you're someone who is very dedicated to the gym. You know, you take your protein shakes, take your pre-workouts at exactly 10 minutes before your workout, and you chug it because you're a savage. Did that once. I couldn't sleep for 2 days, my guy. Yeah, it was at my friend's house. My first time trying pre-workout. I snorted a line of pre-workout right before, and we made our drink. I chugged it because I thought, you know, it tasted like strawberry juice. So I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, done. And then meanwhile, my friend who uses pre-workout frequently is like slowly sipping. He's slowly enjoying the taste. He's talking to my other friend, and they're like, Jensen, you mad cunt? What did you do? Why did you drink the whole thing? So that led to me not being able to sleep completely the first night, and the second night was a little bit of a struggle to sleep. But yeah, to bring it back to the example, right? Say you're someone who is very dedicated to the gym, okay? I'm not talking about myself because I eat ramen 3-4 times a week, all right? I'm not the healthiest, to be fair, but when I work out, I put in the shift, all right? When it's time to conquer the gym, I conquer the gym. I put in my effort. But let's not make this about me right now. Let's say, again, you know, you're someone who takes gym very seriously. You have a dedicated gym bag, which is really just a tennis bag, but you don't tell anyone that because you want to think you're slick. So you get your pre-workout, you got your bloody protein shake, all right? You got this, you got that, you know what I mean? You got your gym outfit, Gymshark. If it's not Gymshark, it is garbage. So, and you train hard, yeah? So you go to the gym 5-6 days out of the week, right? Out of 7 days. And then and then one day you're like, hey, kind of lonely in this gym, right? You know, there's a lot of people here, but I don't have a gym buddy. And all these other dudes out there just want to flex for the gram and flex in front of the mirrors. So let me bring a friend. You go home, you go to school wherever your friend is. You're like, hey mate, want to go for a gym? You know, you've never had a proper workout. Let me show you how it's done, right? I can teach you, and I'll pay for today's membership. I'll pay for today's entrance fee, and let's see how it goes. So you walk along with your friend, and you get to the gym. Okay, eventually he likes it or she likes it, and next thing you know, they've been gymming consistently for 1 month. All right. So 1 month later, say, you know, someone kidnapped you to Mexico and you had to fight your way back and you took 1 bloody month to do it because your body sucks, all right? That's my point. And when you come back after 1 month, you find out that only 1 month of consistent gymming, all right, has made your friend look more defined than you will ever be. Your 2-3 years of hard work and dedication has lost and has been obliterated by 1 month of somewhat consistent gymming done by your friend. All right? How would you react? Because sometimes that's obviously this is exaggerated to try and make it interesting. Because I'm actually sitting here crying by myself. But that is partially how I feel. Again, it's not jealousy. Honestly, I am very happy for them. As you should, right? As you should be, because exercise is a good thing. And the fact that they are at a better physical condition means that they're more healthy. And because you care about them, you should, and you do, feel good for them. You feel happy, right? You feel excited and impressed. You're proud of them. But then at the same time, I feel like, hey, what's going on? You know, this is supposed to be my thing, right? Like, I'm the one who has been working for longer, and you have that kind of thought at the back of your head, and then you're just like, well, what's the point then? Like, why do I, right, being the person who worked longer, okay, and because you've worked longer, you've put in more effort, unless they train 48 hours in a day, okay? So how the hell are they in miles ahead? How the hell are they miles ahead in terms of their physical condition? That boggles my mind. And again, it is not me being green-eyed and, you know, telling them, I hate you. You know, everything you have is because of me. It's not because of that, right? I'm not a Karen. I'm not looking to speak to, you know, their manager, in this case, God, right, who made their body. I'm not looking to argue or whatever. What I'm doing is wondering why my body feels like it's slower. Again, 5 minutes into tonight's little 2v2 basketball, and I already feel like an asthmatic patient. So honestly, drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know if you can somewhat relate. Honestly, this does not even have to just be about physicality, about your fitness, as in your physical fitness. This could be about skills in general. You could be an artist, right? And you could have, you know, started drawing since you were a fetus, right? Maybe your mother swallowed a drawing pad and a couple crayons, and that inspired you to become the modern day Picasso. But suddenly, this new kid comes in, right? Starts drawing for a week, and they're better than you. So I think many people can relate. I'm not too sure. I've heard similar stories. But let me know if this is your situation, or maybe you're someone who is on the advantageous side. Maybe you're someone who learned things very quickly. In that case, fair play. All right? As long as you put in work, you deserve all the good things coming your way. That's what I believe. Anyways, besides this little rant, I'm glad I didn't take up 50 minutes, and instead it's about 10 minutes, so I can actually speak about other things, because I reckon half of you would have turned off and fell asleep already. But truth be told, if you fell asleep while watching this, technically this video is going to continue playing through, and I'm getting the views, baby. Oh, ka-ching, ka-ching, baby, mamacita. But school started. Yes, school started a few weeks ago, but I stayed home because I didn't want to go to school. F school house. No, it's just because I didn't know how they were going to do school, so I didn't go for the first 2 weeks. But last week was my first week back, and I think we can talk about that. It was decent, man. Honestly speaking, my school is doing a very decent job. They are doing a very, they are doing adequately good. What am I saying? They are doing good enough. Okay, I dropped out of English. Alright, screw it. Let's move on. Okay. Anyways, before I lose all my brain cells, school was very good. School was. Hold up a second. Yeah, let me think about what I want to say instead of just spewing nonsense out, because too many people do that, and I don't want to be one of those people. Okay, in that case, let me tell you how they are handling school amidst this still ongoing, still raging, still atrocious pandemic known as the coronavirus. My school has one main gate that for some reason they close until like 10 minutes before school starts. So if you're that bloody kid who would show up 40 minutes earlier before anyone else, or maybe you're the teacher's son or teacher's daughter, you're gonna have to wait till 10 minutes before class starts, because for some reason they close the main gates. And because I drive myself to school now, I get stuck in the jam, and then you have people coming from the opposite road, right? Switch over to your lane, okay? Obviously you're going forwards, but they're going the other way, coming straight to your car. And as a, as someone who just got their license, I pooped myself a little bit. Showed up to the first day, I'm like, oh man, I'm excited, I guess. I don't know. I kind of want to go to university, but it's one last year. Let's just get it over with, right? Let's just do my best, get it done, put it in a bag, get the W, and go to university and live. Drive out to school. I have like Eden blasting in my car. No Future. Amazing album, by the way. So I have Eden going on, blasting in the car. 'Cause I'd rather wait than know. And I'm like jamming out. It's the rock solo. Shout out Eden, by the way. I don't think he watches, but if he does, I will cry. And next thing you know, I turn in the junction. Right, the right turn to go into the main entrance. And then there's a sea, there's an ocean, there's a Pacific Ocean of cars just stuck, stagnant. You know that scene from Narnia where they show you the witch's courthouse, where she has all the frozen statues of, the giants, the other lions, the foxes, the centaurs, the satyrs, and all those mythical beast? That's kind of what that looked like. Everyone was stagnant, right? And the cars were all facing in different directions. And I was like, all right, I'm on my lane, but why does the guy behind me keep on honking? It is bloody motor is the stupid kid. Why he drives so slow? And I'm just thinking to myself, right, hey. And obviously they don't know you're an amateur driver, right? They don't know, oh, you just got your license. This is like, your first time driving to school, whatever. So, well, I guess even if they do know, they don't care. Fair enough. So the guy behind me just kept honking, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this guy, man. Because if I let him distract me or scare me or panic me, I'm probably going to hit some poor mother or father's car. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna let this guy behind me faze me. So I just stood there, looked, turned around. I turned around my seat. I looked at him through the back mirror, and he got shades on. He's in his big Land Cruiser, whatever, just staring at me. And I gave him a little cheeky smile and continued singing Eden songs. John, I love you, bro. And eventually, after about like 10 minutes of just cars from the opposite side of the road quickly cutting into my lane and driving straight at me just to suddenly brake and cut back into the lane because they don't want to queue. And there's cars behind me honking, bam, bam. There's cars to the side. There's cars trying to cut in front of me. There's cars trying to cut the queue, enter the main entrance. There's this, there's that. There's people walking everywhere. There's the guards at the gate, shouting at the cars to come in one by one. I finally got a parking spot to the side of the main entrance on the sand outside, parked my car, fumbled the keys, fumbled my phone into my bag. Screw this, man. Let's finally walk in. and I might be posting my vlog soon. So stay tuned for that because I did put a lot of effort into it. But I went on Instagram and I posted. So this was before school started, right? About a week or two before school started, because I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going outside. So let me go on Instagram, and because 2 years ago I went to a summer program, had a lot of fun at the University of Nottingham, the Malaysian campus, and I took videos. So I'm like, what if I post these old videos and pictures that I took and, put on like a very generic white girl college, oh, let's party, frat boy, frat girl kind of caption. And I uploaded this view of a, I uploaded this view of a, it was like a little pond with like, yeah, little pond with like a bunch of trees, and the view was amazing. And I captioned it something like, bloody, welcome to the first day of the rest of my life. I'm finally living, or something like that. And I put the location, University of Nottingham, Malaysian campus. And eventually the DMs poured in, and I had a bunch of friends asking me, "Oh, bro, oh my God, you're back in Malaysia? Oh, damn, oh, that's so sick. What courses are you taking? Oh, wow, you left, you didn't even tell us. Right, oh, that's amazing, man. You want to meet up?" You know what I mean? So I had a bunch of friends contacting me, texting me and all that, which I really appreciated. But that made me feel bad because when everyone was so happy about me, going back to Malaysia and being able to hang out and chill and meet up, I was actually just in my room texting them all this nonsense, right? They thought I was like out and about, partying, enjoying life in the nightclubs and that. In reality, I'm just staring out to the pile of sand outside my house and through the window, the bloody view. So a bunch of friends thought I was back in Malaysia. I'll explain more of the prank in another video because this podcast needs to be done quick. So the reason I told you that was because many of my friends in school, right, they saw, Jensen is back in Nottingham. And I had this poor guy. Shout out Sujay. I love him, man. He is amazing. Honestly, he's a very sweet guy, but he was so gullible that he went and told every single teacher that I had left the school, went back home to University of Nottingham to study surf science and technology. Yeah, Seminye. All right. I believe not a port area, not close to the sea. But somehow doing a surf science and technology course there. Yes, 100% legit. Ding ding. So he went around and he told pretty much anyone who would listen to him. For him, if it was like he was sharing the gospel almost, telling everyone that I left. And at some point, I was like, in my head, like, is he happy that I'm gone? Because is he happy that he doesn't have to talk to me anymore? So yeah, I entered the school finally, right? This story is very winding, by the way. I do apologize. But I go into the reason why I told you anyways about the prank was because this leads into the reactions I got for turning up at school. As soon as I walked in, I was told to go to some student office place, which I spent like 20 minutes going up and downstairs trying to find. And during that time, I went to a bunch of my teachers and I asked them for the place so I can get my schedule, I can get the forms that needs to be signed and sent back to school. And then my teachers were all like, "What are you doing here? Jensen? I thought you went back to university. Someone told me." And I played fool. I played I played dumb and I was like, really? Wait, who told you? I never said I was gonna leave. Wink, wink. And then for some reason she wouldn't say. The teachers wouldn't say. So I don't know. Maybe it was top secret. I don't know why it's top secret. But I was like, oh, okay. I'll speak to them. I'll speak to them. You know, they're like your friends. They didn't want to name any particular person, but for sure it was Sujay. But yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll speak to them because I never said I'm gonna leave. And my chemistry teacher, bless him, lovely guy, dude looks like Walter White in Breaking Bad. But besides that, he is a no. Actually, that makes him even more cooler. I would suggest. I would think makes him look even more interesting. He said, Jensen, come here. He's Australian. I can't put an Australian accent. Let me see. Jensen, come here, mate. Come here, you can't. No, is that South African? Come here, you bloody cunt, mate. And, you know, he fake grabbed my tie and he's like, I'm gonna headbutt you. He's like, I thought you left, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it was a decent first day. But the rest of the week was somewhat similar. Like I said, I'll tell you guys how they do school, right? How they're handling the pandemic. So basically, instead of going to your form tutor, which is the class that you would start your day in, where you get your registration, you get whatever forms that they have to give you, you know, you go to that stupid class. But instead of form tutors, we would just go to the first class we have. So say you have chemistry, you would go to chem class for that day, at the start of the day. If you have bio in the morning, you go to bio. You get me? And you're not allowed to leave the class. Unless you have another class at a different place, you're not allowed to leave. This means break times and lunch times are in class. And this is where, you know, this is the right thing to do. I don't know, I'm not a fan, but again, it is the right thing to do, so I can't really say it's wrong. Because, like me personally, I would rather go and kind of just walk around because I enjoy that freedom. And I think most people do. You know, who wants to be locked up in a class? Be a teacher. But yeah, lunches, breaks, whatever. Stay in the same class. Then until you have another lesson, you would stay in whatever class that your previous or current lesson is. That's it. You're not allowed to go outside unless, you know, you need the toilet or whatever. Otherwise, stay in class, kids. And let's talk about after school. So the first day of school went pretty well. The lessons were fun. I have a few funny stories that, you know, might be saved for another time, because I just kind of want to go over the gist of how the first week went. Don't really want to go into details. So finished class, everything, right? Got my bag. And how my school does, how my school does after school is basically the teachers of your class would take you to a specific waiting point at the main entrance. But because I parked my car, like I said, towards the side of the main entrance, I used a separate door to come in that morning. Meaning, if I go to the main entrance, I can't really just get to my car. So I tried telling my teacher, what class did I have that day? Well, does not matter. Sir or miss, right? Miss, I came in, I drove myself here to school today. I parked my car on the side. I need to go from that way. I'm not going to follow you guys to the main entrance and walk all the way to get my car. So, no, Jensen, you have to follow us. It is protocol. It is the school procedure. So I tried arguing with her. No chance. She's not going to give in. Ended up all the way in the main entrance. And I'm walking around looking for people I can talk to ask them if I can go home. Spoke to 2 other teachers who finally gave me permission to go to the guard. Went to the guard. Asked him for permission. Then he finally let me through the main door, and I had to walk all the way to the side to get my car. And thankfully, right before I left, my head of secondary was there. So I asked him, and I made sure that he knew I was going to be driving to school from this day onwards. And he managed to get me permission to use the side door. So now whenever I have to go, just walk out of my secondary building, go straight down, go up the stairs, past the nice and big and beautiful swimming pool, supposedly because they have the whole thing caged up and we never saw it and never used it, but that's besides the point. And I can just leave through the side entrance, get into my burning hot car, okay? A piece of metal left outside, the scorching sun, under 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, from 7 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. All right? I remember driving home, and as I was trying to make the turn, you kind of turn the steering wheel and you let go to let it turn back so you don't crash into the side. And the steering wheel brushed past my hand. And and it hurt so bad. It was like a weird friction burn plus, molten lava. And I'm like, oh God. All right, screw it. Firm it. So I just held on. And I drove home. Got home safe. Thank the Lord. Praise the Lord. So that was my first day. And then the rest of the week was quite similar. Otherwise, that's that. Today is Saturday. I think this episode might go up either today or tomorrow. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys did make it this far. What is news? What news do I have? Oh yes, I'm trying to work on music right now. I have my next big project is Summer 20. But that is a frustrating project because I do not know what sounds to use. I do not know what sounds to add. I haven't written the vocal melodies yet, or I haven't finalized it. So I am conflicted between writing vocal melody, or do I make the rest of the instrumental, then work the vocal melody around it. But otherwise, I hope you guys are doing amazing. It's been a very busy week. First week back, and I kid you not, the first day I walk in, my teacher has already been asking for the past 2 weeks' work. All right? And I told her I didn't have it. She's like, oh, I'm going to have to speak to you later. She forgot. And so I escaped by the skin of my teeth. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I got to go clean up the house now. Take care. Stay safe. All right? And I love you guys.